Okay, it's been 11 years, and we all want to know, what's up with Skate?
Thank you.
The moment is here.
We finally get to say,
we're back! We're doing it! Skate's happening, we're rolling.
We've secretly got together.
It's the beginning, the skate evolution continues.
So, we told you we're back.
we've been waiting years.
And yeah, we're still working on it.
Years.
But it's probably time we showed you where we've been. Where we are. And where we're going. We took what we know, what you told us, and started building. But Sand of Amsterdam wasn't built in a day. We're giving you more freedom, more ways to express yourself. People are playing, and we're listening. So sign up. Come play. And help shape the future of skate.
15 years since Skate 3, the fan favorite franchise thought long dormant finally makes its return. It's not Skate 4, it's Skate, period. Why Skate, period, and not Skate 4? Announced in 2020 at an EA press event and formally unveiled as Skate, period in 2022, publisher Electronic Arts reunites series veterans Darren Chung and Cuz Perry to form studio Full Circle. Skate Period would be a drastic departure for the franchise, now set to be free to play and launching in early access in 2025. Fans were less than enthused when it looked to be their long-awaited sequel was going to be a live service game. Featuring the return of the iconic Flick-It system, the simplicity of Skate shines when it comes to core gameplay. Grinds, grabs, slides, and flip tricks all feel as intuitive as you might remember as a veteran to the franchise. Though the lack of fan-favorite tricks such as dark slides or skitching leave more to be desired in its present state, hopefully to be addressed in future updates. Quick Drop is a standout feature, allowing you and others near you to drop props to grind or trick off of. Skating the open world is fun, but something about seeing a spot and making it your own just clicks, and is something I've personally been enjoying the most, even if it might feel like I'm doing the developer's job a little. The replay editor returns, though significantly bare bones in its current state, missing features such as keyframes and fisheye lens. Regardless, it has been fun making clips to share amongst friends, and I expect further improvements will really iron it out in the future to come. In a novel improvement to off-board gameplay, you can now scale tall buildings with a surprisingly robust climbing and parkour system not unlike that of Assassin's Creed, giving players the opportunity to explore new heights and mega ramp structures off of the top of skyscrapers, allowing for some major air, questionable clips, and otherwise comical movement tech. When starting Skate for the first time, you greeted with an opening question. How interested would you say you are in skateboarding culture? As the opening montage sets the tone, I reflect on how Skate 2 was my personal introduction into street photography and love for the culture. Why then is it something about Skate that feels so hollow, corporate, and commercial?
Oh, hi there. My name is V.
Players are introduced to V, the corporate amalgamation of modern AI trends, and attempt to create an approachable mascot players will embrace that can only be summarized as the antithesis of skate culture. Gone are the iconic celebrity cameos and the legendary Coach Frank, voiced by Jason Lee.
Welcome to my skate school. This is the state-of-the-art skateboarding program, man. Built and approved by me, Coach Frank. If you didn't learn here, you didn't learn
Lack
how
of
to skate.
NPCs or pro skater interaction or any story-related cutscene of any kind make the game feel empty and a bit soulless.
Designed to be your personal guide.
You'll spend much of your time in the city guided by V and other static AI-generated avatars to challenges grinding up rip chips and leveling up your rip score. Challenges are refreshed daily, thus gating your progress to whatever's available that day in what start out as long drawn-out tutorials and wind up becoming mostly repetitive daily tasks. As of early access, there are currently 4 types of challenges in the game: line, session, on the spot, and stunts. These challenges are enjoyable for the most part, but already run the problem of being a bit repetitive, and I'm looking forward to them adding more. As an online-only open-world skate game, you'll find plenty of others to skate with, as you can party with up to 4 players for co-op challenges that earn more RIP chips, earning more in party play than in solo. A lack of in-game party chat on launch and core modes aside from challenges such as Hall of Meat or Death Race make multiplayer feel limited at this time. You can still throw down to compete for the best score with up to 6 players, but there are currently no rewards for this and offers little incentive other than bragging rights. A skate game without the signature skate mode, amongst others, definitely feels wrong, leaving players forced to get creative with ways to entertain themselves once challenges dry up.
Come on, bro. Come on. That's the edge.
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at M-Corp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations.
Probably among the most controversial aspects of the new skate game is the art style, echoing that of recent smash successes in the live service space such as Fortnite. It had been years of waiting as fans persisted, practically begging for a new skate game. EA, no doubt aware of the hype a new skate would bring, dropped teasers and promotional trailers over the years that fans took to be a sign of the direction the game would take. Leaked playtests would prove otherwise, however, as the game would move forward with a cartoony aesthetic for its character models and a cleaner, sleeker overall look.
And all those lies!
You don't have to look far to see that the feedback is clear. People are not a fan of the art style. And though I can give it the benefit of the doubt given it's a free-to-play game in early access, it's easy to acknowledge where the corners were cut, and it's especially hard not to immediately compare it with prior entries. San Vansterdam. It looks like every trendy city mashed together and yet features no major recognizable landmark. It's colorful, it's hip, it's urban inspired, just stylized to dodge realism and just cheap enough to run on PS4. The districts feel like they're supposed to be distinct enough, but they generally blend together. After so many hours of playing, you'll mostly wind up at the same skate park or skyscraper mega drop. The activity is densely packed together with repetitive challenges at recurring spots that make the map feel small and stale after a while. For the most part, I actually don't hate the world design or the locales. In fact, that's probably my least pressing issue concerning the visuals. And the more I familiarize myself with the map, the more I find personal favorite spots. I do think the districts could do more to stand out, with the 3 right now occupying mostly the same type of urban downtown vibe, and the 4th one, Brick Switch, currently unfinished, featuring no challenges and no major map updates in sight until 2026. Cosmetics are straight up trash, and a genuine downgrade to the series, with basic generic apparel and actual licensed stuff being a logo slapped onto the same generic models of clothes. In a pre-release Q&A, Full Circle himself suggested cool stuff wouldn't be locked behind a paywall, but clearly they were referring to the garbage supplied in the product boxes and an objectively backwards decline for a franchise that previously allowed for much better creative expression out the gate. Character models remain the most egregious in my opinion, clashing greatly with the environment in a way that looks mostly uncanny. Unfortunately, it's clear they are designed to be expressive to sell emotes and character skins despite protests. The devs have come out and said they will improve visuals to the extent that the world will change and characters will evolve to include more detail and personality. In fact, at the time of writing, Full Circle has actually announced a lighting update that will lower the contrast and aim for a more grounded realism. Given they're already selling cosmetic bundles and emotes, I'm not sure exactly how much hope I have in them changing the actual characters much further.
On the streets of San Vansterdam, a great migration is happening. The skaters are upon us.
It's important to recognize in this critique on Skate that it is considered early access. That means it's susceptible to bugs, glitches, updates, and all sorts of inconvenience. Unfortunate it may be, and to the dismay of many, Always Online Skate is the game they intended to make. A new Skate, though highly anticipated, unfortunately comes with a price. When you can skate the open world with friends, it's a great feeling, I'm not gonna lie. Is it worth the concession of Always Online? It'll be a personal preference for most, but in the advent of live service gaming, we've seen where this goes. Skate's existence is entirely contingent on its player base engaging with it daily, checking for daily tasks, or checking the microtransaction shop. Skate is fairly accessible to get into as long as you have home internet, free time, and an open wallet. It's cross-play, cross-progression, all of the crosses except for the one that can save you. I do think players new and old will find something to love here given its range of custom settings and easily accessible Skatepedia guide. Though if I can improve it further, I would like to be able to pin tricks as well as save custom map markers. Skate has major potential, but it cannot be understated how much it suffers from being online only. constant waiting for player bugs and co-op or solo gameplay, total lack of an offline mode altogether. Just this past week alone, the game experienced major logging queues with times of up to 20 minutes. A positive sign to EA, I'm sure, of the demand, but also a grim reminder of the total lack of ownership and accessibility players will have to endure with the latest entry. Whether you like it or not, we're well into the live service generation of games. Skate is just the latest attempt by a publisher to capture lightning in a bottle supplemented by virality and user-generated content. And to its credit, building parks with others and skating them is fun. There's something special about quick dropping some props and watching others gather to sesh it, and a genuine sense of discovery looking at the world and figuring out what combo of props can get me to grind that air vent for some sick footy. Progression in its current state is genuinely disappointing, as your level is essentially tied not only to rip score earned in challenges, but cosmetic loot boxes earned as you progress. These boxes offer limited cosmetics at random, with the occasional licensed apparel like a pair of Vans or a Thrasher cap offered as the hot chase reward, offering minimal satisfaction per hour spent literally grinding. Compared to prior entries where you can literally get kitted out in full Adidas or Vans apparel right out the gate, it's hard not to describe the new method of acquiring apparel as anything but a...
We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at M Corp loves this town. We think this town rules.
If it wasn't immediately clear, there is a story to Skate, loose as it may be. For some reason, it's not really present anywhere in the game at this time. It can only be found on EA's website or by watching pre-release promotional material like the M Corp trailer featuring Tim Robinson. M Corp, Sam Amsterdam's largest investment conglomerate, known only for being driven by profit, ruled skating, amongst other things, unprofitable. It would be decades of corruption before finally being exposed and set on the run, leaving Sam Amsterdam free for the skaters to return. With M Corp gone, cultural expression and joy have returned to the city. It's a bit meta and on the nose that the plot of the Skate revival is skating not being very profitable, with Skate's entire success now hinging on its profitability as EA pimp out the franchise. It's not some blind luck that Skate gets revived over Lost Planet or Medal of Honor. EA knew as early as 2020 that Skate would serve well as their golden goose, a live service infinite money glitch. Skate was chosen as the likeliest candidate to translate well into the live service space, and we're seeing the results of that now. If it wasn't immediately clear, the story of Skate is the story of EA. EA CEO Andrew Wilson notably has had high hopes for Skate, saying in the 2020 investor call, "There's a whole new world that we're going to unlock with Skate that goes well beyond just creating a skateboarding game." EA promised the future of Skate, they just didn't say we'd be testing it. The first question I asked earlier in the video was, why Skate period? The definition of a period is to end, or a full stop. Skate period implies a finality to it, whereas a Skate 4 would just be another game to EA. Why sell you a complete product only to have to iterate upon it down the line? Skate 4 would be for the people. Skate period, unfortunately, is not. As we sit here today talking about Skate 2025 and Andrew Wilson's new world, developers have already provided a roadmap, and sure enough, seasonal content is to follow. Season 1 introduces seasonal events in the Skate Pass along with quality of life improvements. Season 2, slated for December, will introduce new tricks and party voice chat. Season 3 and quote-unquote beyond suggests leaderboards, open world collectathons, new modes, more tricks, and player-created parks. At this rate, maybe we'll be at 1.0 by Season 8? I don't know, hopefully. It goes without saying that Skate is unfinished in its current state, yet still features a perfectly functioning microtransaction shop with licensed apparel bundles and skins. While the upcoming Skate Pass will offer earnable San Van bucks, there's currently no way to earn premium currency of the game otherwise, leaving minimal free options for the best customization options. Needless to say, the experiences we valued 15 years ago have been nickel-dimed and bundled down to the socks, literally. Publishers have long realized that a live service tentpole is not just a demand to their shareholders, it's an obligation. This is designed to be the Skate, the game you decide to spend majority of your time with. Publishers aren't competing with just other games, other forms of entertainment as well, such as Netflix or TikTok. EA Skate is designed to be Skate period, the last stop. Skate 2025 is a mixed bag. On one hand, I thoroughly enjoy the gameplay and find it easy to return for an hour or 2 or 5, grinding out dailies and playing with friends. On the other hand, it's hard not to feel that this beloved franchise is sold out, contrasting so greatly with its predecessors that they don't even look like they're from the same franchise.
I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. Do you know what that does to me when I hear that?
Years of waiting for an unfinished product and 3/4 of a map, and somehow we'll have to wait for more fan-favorite features and even party chat. Skate period is hardly a finished sentence, let alone a finished game. It's Skate only in name, and even then, right now, it's more like... Yo, thank you from the bottom of my heart if you made it this far into the video. This is the first in a series I hope to continue titled Gas Appeal, where I play and break down some of my favorite live service games. This is new for me, so if you enjoyed this and would like to see more videos like this, be sure to drop a like or a comment and join me on Twitch for more. Until next time.
Everyone here at M Corp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal. Ah!